So Fresh and Fit are getting roasted again, and they truly deserve it. Welcome to Escaping the Echo Chamber. Fresh and Fit, if you don't know, they're a very popular YouTube duo. They've got a lot of subscribers, almost 500,000 subscribers. They're very successful. And they would be even more successful hadn't had a couple of things not happened. So several months ago, they were over 400,000 subscribers, like I think 430,000 subscribers. And they're in the like kind of male improvement sphere, red pill community, dating, pickup artist type thing. And from what I understand, they also have, coaching. And I'm hearing the coaching is not inexpensive, but they have coaching for guys so that guys can learn how to get girls. But several months ago, story came out. A woman who's in the fitness, in fact, several people. So you had several women who had several kinds of things to say about them, and their dealings being shady and slimy, and they started, abainst came out and just roasted the hell out of them. Their subscriber count dropped from like 430,000 to like 380,000. And, people were just having a field day, just going in on them. So it turns out they wound up doing a special saying, hey, let's give you the receipts. And this special of providing receipts was essentially nothing more than rehashing the receipts that had already been provided against them, but them trying to put a spin on it as if, yeah, this actually works in our favor. And apparently some people bought it because they're still out there, they're still doing their thing, and their numbers are back up. In fact, their numbers are now more than they were before. They're at 480,000 subscribers or so. But not too long ago, Abba and Preach do another video, and as Abba calls them twin sisters, he starts talking about how Fresh, because last time Fit was the main target of slimy dealings, the main culprit, at least that was under the spotlight. This time Fresh is under the spotlight because it appears Fresh's new girlfriend, who Fresh was professing is a real girl. She's not like other girls. These Miami girls are just about money. This girl is a nice girl. She's a genuine girl, and she likes me for me. Some people did some digging, and it appears that that's not entirely accurate. Among other things, it appears that this girl would be what many would consider a gold digger. that's the appearance. So he was actually addressed. Fresh was actually addressed in relation to her, and he, like I said, he gave this full-throated defense of her. And then he winds up doing a live with her where he contradicts past statements, where now he's saying, oh, well, yeah, we met on seekingarrangements.com or seeking.com, where, basically it's considered a sugar baby, sugar daddy site. So you've got dudes with money who will go on there, create profiles, and I'm guessing girls without money who are like, hey, take care of me. And I'll talk about that in and of itself at some later date. But this goes against a lot of the code that he's supposed to be living by, the code that he professes to live by, and the code by which it appears he tells his followers and his, mentees to live by, of not simping for women, of not being a sucker, not being played by women. But it looks like he's the one doing the simping now. And when you watch the interactions between him and this young lady, it's really sad. So in there, they go live together, and they're talking about how, yeah, they had met on Seeking, and then they hadn't talked for a while, and then he wound up, inviting her out to his yacht, or to a party on a yacht, or an event on a yacht, and then she goes. But throughout this, the body language to them doesn't seem, at least it doesn't seem like boyfriend and girlfriend. It seems more like almost like just two people who are doing a YouTube channel together, just people who know each other, co-host, and he starts going in talking about one of the things he starts talking about is his body count. And before he talks about how he has slept with over 1,000 women, he prefaces it like 50 times of no cap, no lying. I'm telling you the truth, just honestly, straight up. I know it sounds hard to believe, but it's real. It's the truth. Trust me, this is the absolute real number, even though it sounds out there wild, but you can believe me because I'm telling you no cap, truthfully, honestly, why would I lie about this? That my body count is over 1,000. And throughout this whole thing, like she's having a hard time keeping a straight face. She's having a hard time keeping a straight face. Like it's so here's the thing is, if you're one of the individuals who looks at these guys and says, hey, I'm going to get advice on how to get women from these guys, and I'm going to spend hundreds of dollars to get advice on how to get women from these guys, I'm wondering, you might be better off just spending your money on the girls that you're trying to get. You might just be better off because if these dudes don't know what they're talking about, as it appears, because it appears there's a lot of fraudulence around them, a lot of games being played to create an image that isn't accurate. But regardless, remember, anybody can create a YouTube channel. Anybody. So if you want advice from somebody, if they're willing to give you free advice on the YouTube channel, watch, see if it works, see if it sounds legit, see if when you implement this advice, it works. But if that person is now saying, hey, take my course for X amount of dollars, if it's $5, okay, maybe you go for that. If it's $500, maybe that's a good moment to say, you know what? Maybe I can find some other way. Like there are books that talk about how to form relationships, how to talk to people, how to be, what's that Dale Carnegie book? How to win friends and influence people. Yeah, like that's what, $20? So like, don't waste your money, especially if you're dealing with people who haven't been proven to be able to do the things that they're claiming to do, especially when more and more stuff keeps coming out about these people that they're full of it, that they're liars, that they're frauds, that they're fakes. Like that's a perfect indication that maybe your money would be better spent somewhere else. Because it seems to me like there's a lot of guys out there who are so thirsty, so desperate for a relationship, so desperate and so much longing for a relationship and to connect with women, that they are easily taken advantage of by women. But it seems that there are men out there who realize this desperation, and they realize, hey, we can take advantage of that same desperation. Here's what we do. So even though the guys like women, cool, we'll take advantage of that desperation by promising to help guys get women. So we'll act as the middleman, and we'll let them pay us a bunch of money so that we can tell them how to get women, and we can take advantage of them the same way these women are taking advantage of them. And at this point, it's like, people, when you see a bunch of this stuff coming out about these guys, like, be smart with your money and realize, you know what? Maybe there's a better way. Maybe there's a cheaper way. And maybe there's guys who will tell you how to improve yourself, how to connect with women better, and they're not going to charge you a dime. And if you are going to get charged, read a book. Read a book about how to connect with people, how to form relationships, how to better, be a better conversationalist. And those, like I said, you can, in fact, let me check. I'm going to check to find out how much that book is. That book is about $14. About $14 on Google Play, on Kindle, or you can buy it used for cheaper, or you can go to the library and get it for free. People, guys, I know dating and connecting with women seems like a hard thing, but don't fall for don't just realize that it's not just women out there that are taking advantage of your desperation. It's guys that are taking advantage of your desperation by promising to sell you access to these women. Don't just buy anything somebody says, especially when they keep getting exposed as complete and utter frauds. Because Like right now, this guy he's telling people stories about how this girl is real, when there's apparently TikToks of her talking about how she gets money from guys, and she has like an app or something where she can basically just talk to guys and they'll give her money, and she doesn't even have to show up. And we don't know the depths of what she's doing to get her money, but regardless, like, it goes against all of this code that he claims. If he's claiming that he has game, but this woman is a sugar baby who just goes hangs out with guys for money. Like, is this guy real? Does this guy really know any of the stuff he claims that he's going to teach you? What can you learn from him? You can learn from him, but you could have done already if you want to pay for a girlfriend. Be smart with your money. Stop listening to these frauds and these fake gurus. And hey, if you want to watch the show, watch the show. Like I said, see what makes sense, what doesn't. See what you can learn and what doesn't. But don't put guys up on a pedestal as if just because they say they slept with 1,000+ women, that they're telling you the truth. Especially when they keep getting exposed as complete and utter frauds. As always, don't forget to give me the thumbs up, like, share, subscribe if you haven't already. And if you disagree, when you say, no, I've watched Fashion faithfully for so long. They are the truth. In fact, I pay good money to listen to them and get coached by them. And one day I'll have a girlfriend. If that's you, go ahead and give me the thumbs down. And state why in the comment section. And hey, I might put together a collection to get you some books so that you can actually learn how to better connect with people and stop listening to charlatans. And I'll see you next time.